Tsaka yung execution hindi the best. Sinabi mo polish, like talagang hindi siya polished.
Actually, I like the concept, but the execution. But I like the presentation.
Oh my god, everybody, I'm so excited because today my very special guest is all the way from the Philippines. She is the one, the only, and she does not need no brand because her brand is Superstar. Please give it up for Brigiding! Ding, 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 ding. Brigiding! Hi!
Hello!
Kumusta?
How are you? I'm good. Very good. Ikaw, kumusta ka?
Okay lang. I'm so upset kasi ang daming pumunta dito for DragCon this year. Tapos ikaw hindi. So na-miss ko yung opportunity for me and you to hang out.
Oo nga eh. Doon ako actually pinaka-nanghinayang. Ingit-ingit ako kay Vinyas and Precious. Not for the DragCon experience, not just for that, but for the times na nag-hangout kayo, you drove around, napuntahan nila yung space mo, the famous shoe collection, and nagpunta pa kayo, kumain pa kayo naman doon sa mga rooftop somewhere. Yun yung mga gusto ko ma-experience with you when I get there.
Yeah, sige. So, promise na lang, kapag pumunta ka na dito, you and I are gonna hang out. Tapos, kapag pumunta ako dyan, mag-hang out tayo.
Of course! Yes! Done!
Okay, sige. So, question before we get into the runways, anong feeling mo na for the season of Drag Race Philippines?
I'm very excited because, honestly, mas naramdaman ko, mas nagkaroon ako ng strong connection sa season 2 nung nag-top 6. I don't know why, I don't know for what reason, but I think doon ko mas nakita yung emosyon ng bawat episode. And mas doon ko nakita yung galing ng bawat isa na talagang they're all fighting for the crown. They're all fighting for their spot sa top 4 ng Drag Race Philippines.
Oo
Mas naging seryoso sila, parang ganun.
I know, I've been enjoying this season. I mean, I loved you on the first season. You had me at the entrance look with your like yellow polka dot, like with your head wrap and your little bag. And I just like felt your energy. And then throughout the entire season, I was like loving everything that you were doing. And I'm not just saying this because you're here. Like, you were really one of my favorites from last season.
Thank you. Thank you. I mean, that season was very, very exciting kasi parang first episode pa lang, sobrang gagaling talaga ng mga kalaban. Hindi ko in-expect yun, Hindi ko in-expect yun, kaya talagang there was some struggle dun sa mga challenges. But I think on the runway, I was really killing it naman.
Yeah, the only thing that I was always confused by, hindi ko alam kung bakit, pero lagi nilang sinasabi, anong brand mo? Nakikita ko yung brand mo, talagang Superstar. Like, ang galing mo. Tapos, so, hindi ko get yung mga comments about the branding. Pero, speaking of which, meron kang bagong new show, The Brand.
Yes! I just started it a few weeks ago. The purpose of the show is to create a platform for drag queens and artists na hindi pa natin masyadong nakikilala or naririnig. Especially yung mga queens from Drag Race Philippines na sobrang limited yung time sa show or sobrang limited yung nakita nating story nila sa show. So parang with this platform, we want to hear who are they before the show and who they could be after the show. Diba? Para hindi mabox yung mga tao sa perception nila or nakita nila dun sa show kasi ang limited talaga. And there's more than what we see on that show.
I love that concept because talagang totoo, kapag nakita nila yung audience, ikaw sa Drag Race, pero isa lang ang episode mo or dalawa, they think na hindi ka worth it to invest, diba? It's really good that you bring this platform to those people because there are so much more. Kasi diba, like for me, I was really bad sa All-Stars 5, pero I was really good sa Season 1. So, sometimes a lot of people, like yung mga fans, sinasabi, oh, hindi ka magaling kasi ang sama mo dun sa All-Stars 5. Well, hindi naman totoo kasi I love my drag. I'm really happy with my drag. Pero it's like, giving them a chance to get to know you more and you're giving that platform, so that's good. Well, you can see her brand new show, The Brand, and all the links will be available right below, so follow, click, and support please Miss Brigiding.
Ding ding ding!
Okay, now we're getting to my favorite part, which is us talking about the runway for this week's episode of Drag Race Philippines Season 2. And tonight's category is Doble Cara. Translation?
Yes!
Two-faced queen. Alright, let's get right into this runway. And first up is captivating Kat. And she's giving you half teacher, half soldier because she wanted to pay homage to the true heroes of our country. What do you think of this look?
Actually, this is one of the most polished look on the runway. Clear na clear yung concept. Yung other side is a soldier because of the uniform. Yung print is there, the hat is there, and then on the other side, yun naman yung may props na folders or files, and then a bag of a teacher. So, magandang execution, clear yung concept, doesn't need to explain anything about it. So, it's a toot for me. Do we go by toot or boot?
No, kasi ayokong I don't want to get sued. So, actually, before that, nakalimutan ko sabihin sa'yo, kung gusto mo, sasabihin natin Pakak. Kung hindi mo gusto, sasabihin natin Lagapak.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so toot, yung toot, Pakak. Yung boot, Lagapak. Okay lang?
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, for me, this is a Pakak. 100% Pakak. Yeah, but also, I have this tiny bit of parang, it's too safe for this final runway to be on the top 4. Diba? This could go a little bit more creative or a little bit more drag. This is just too literal na army and a teacher.
So, I agree naman sa'yo na clear-cut ang idea. It's very much what you're seeing. Pero, for me, it's also very literal. Walang excitement sa outfit. Para lang talagang kumuha siya ng teacher uniform, tsaka kumuha siya ng soldier uniform. It's nice kasi it's very clean. Pero where, like you said, is the creativity? Where is the fashion? Where is the drag? So I can't deny that this is really, really good, but I'm also lacking a little bit more dimension from this outfit. And I wish there was more. Maybe the soldier one could have had like rhinestones, like maybe the white part is all clear rhinestones, and then maybe for a teacher, maybe she could have a blouse that has like a puff sleeves. I don't know, something to take it a little bit further than just it being a literal teacher and a literal soldier. But you're right, it's clean. I'm gonna give this a Lagapak because it's not for me.
I'll still give it a
Pakak. Okay, Pakak pa din sa'yo. Okay, sige. Huwag na tayo mag-away.
Okay. Next up on the runway, we have Arizona Brandy. Ang kanyang concept is Filipino superhero, which is Darna and Captain Barbell. What do you think about this look? Is it a Pakak or a Lagapak for you?
Well, wait, kasi I wanna give I want to give my opinion first before I say Pakak or Lagapak. But
okay,
I love that she brought me to my childhood, diba? Kasi like, when I was growing up as a little gay boy, nakita ko si Captain Barbell, nakita ko si Darna. Pero for me, I always wanted to be Darna, diba? That was always the inspiration for me. I love Darna. And I remember Captain Barbell too. Superheroes are like another escape into like a fantasy. And because I knew I was different, it made me feel like I was reliving my childhood seeing these two come down the runway. However, I don't particularly think that this is that strong. When we're talking about too literal, I think that the idea of this is great, but the way that it was put together is less than perfect. And one of the call-outs on the runway was the hair, and unfortunately, you saw the hair, it was a mess. Sana yung nude illusion matches her skin tone more. Diba? Or like, yung hair even in the front, like, maybe glue it down better. I like the idea na superheroes. I think it was fun. Pero hindi ko siya paborito. What about you? What do you think?
I like the concept, but what I like what I said earlier, it lacks polishing. I
Yes.
didn't like the material that she used actually for this one. So siguro it could have been better if yung kanyang cupping barbell side is merong mga muscles, yung talagang foamy.
Wait, merong isa pero
Meron niya isa.
Merong
Tapos parang
lumpy.
brack up yung ginamit. So parang na-notice ko yon nung pinapanood ko siya sa runway. And then, yon nga, yung Darna part, parang kinulang sa sexiness. Sana naka-corset siya para talagang kita mo yung curve nung body niya. And then, naka-paddings pa rin siya. I don't know if she's wearing a padding here. Maybe she is. But like, sana mas nakita natin yung silhouette nung sexiness ni Darna. Pero,
tapos yung bra, ang baba. Para yung...
medyo mababa.
medyo mababa. Yung proportion talagang hindi the best. Tsaka yung execution hindi the best. Sinabi mo polish, like talagang hindi siya polished.
Actually, I like the concept, but the execution. But I like the presentation. Kasi di ba pumasok siya ng may barbell.
Oo
and
nga.
then nagluwa siya
yung
ng bato ni Darna.
Yeah.
Bato.
Yeah. Ano bato ba? Bato? Buto?
Bato.
Bato. Okay, bato.
Darna ang bato. Ay, Darna din ang bato. Yan.
Okay, sige. What are you gonna give this? Is this a Pakak or a Lagapak?
I think this is a more Lagapak for me.
Yeah, I agree. This is a Lagapak. Up next, we have Miss Hannah Beshi, and her inspiration is from the town of the sun, the sea, and the moon. And instead of doing half and half, she's doing front and back. What do you think of this outfit?
Oh, I think ang ganda rin ng idea niya na sun and moon. Although it's the execution for me again. I like the concept na it's front and back. But pumasok siya ng runway na ang unang yung pinakita is yung moon part, yung back part niya. And I didn't see or I didn't recognize a face. I just saw like silver and rhinestones. So medyo confusing siya in a way, like, what is this? If you don't say that it's the concept of sun and moon, I don't get the moon part. But as the time na naghumarap siya, and then nakita natin yung rays of the sun and her face is so bright, smiling, yes, that's the sun. Although yun lang, I think the materials used in this costume or in this look, it screams crafty and very customary for me, more than fashion or more than a conceptual look.
Really?
Yeah. It's very crafty.
I actually disagree.
Why?
Kasi I like this. I think because she is a campy queen, I think that she actually gave us an element of camp that was different. I love that it was front and back instead of side to side because it's another play on, two-phase. Because like, for me also, the materials are nice. They have like silk elements. They're steamed. When she first came out, I knew already she was the moon. Pero maybe she could have had like eyeballs or something. Kasi nakikita mo yung eyeballs pero puti lang. Tapos yung bunganga. Did you know that the bunganga moved? Nagmo-move siya.
I saw that during the lip sync.
And then I think that the campiness of it is actually really strong. Like the idea is so good. The execution it actually is also really good. For me, yun ang opinion ko.
Medyo nagkulang ako dun sa moon part. I like the sun part. The front performance then was very good kasi mas nakikita ko talaga yung mukha
Okay
niya.
lang!
Like,
We can agree to disagree. Okay lang.
Hindi ko bet yung moon part.
Okay.
Also siguro maybe the material that she used. Diba parang you can see that it's folding in different ways. Yung mga, parang siyang lukot siya tingnan.
Lukot,
so, parang,
okay.
Parang hindi tuloy nabuo yung mukha na dapat na tinatry niyang buuhin dun sa...
I feel like lukot yung moon kasi yung moon surface, di ba? Yung moon surface, hindi siya... Ewan ko. Pero for me, I'm gonna give this a Pakak. Para ano ba sa'yo?
For me, I'm gonna give this a Lagapak.
Okay, sige.
Next on the runway, we have Ovikan serving non-binary realness. So, what do you think of this look? For me, I like the idea, but I don't like what I see.
Okay.
It's very
Explain.
OV.
Tell us why.
It's very OV. I'm not saying I
Uh-huh.
don't like OV. I like the message, but I don't like what I actually see right now. Given that the challenge is a doble cara, so we have to see two things, the yin and the yang, sabi ni Jiggly. So two different things coming together. Okay, you want to go the opposite way, or like a non-traditional way of doing the challenge. Do you like this?
Napaka-confusing is what you're saying.
Napaka-confusing, yeah. Parang
Okay.
Filipino gets. If
Okay.
wala dun sa script niya, parang, what is this? What is this on the runway?
I agree with you actually because when she first walked out, hindi ko na gets yung doble cara ng outfit. Tapos nung sinabi niya to represent her non-binary realness and to wear non-gendered inclusive clothing, I appreciate that because the message is so important, right? Especially for the younger generation to express yourself and be who you are. But in this runway, when it's calling for something very specific, I saw this as just like isa lang ang outfit na to. Wala yung doble cara.
Yeah.
So, I think merong like confusion kasi yung message importante pero yung execution ng message hindi clear. Tsaka hindi ko nakikita yung two-faced queen. Talagang hindi ko siya like nagigets. Pero I love Ovikan kasi she's one of my favorites. I love her fashion. I love her drag. Oh my God.
I love Ovikan. I think she's one of the younger queens during my time na talagang kita-kita ko yung fashion niya.
Oh my God, yes.
Love niya for drag.
Yes.
And then, I think siguro kung yung concept niya is non-binary, she could have mixed different clothing or different fashion wear na pwedeng one is masculine and then the other is a skirt and then the one is like a boots.
Oo nga.
Pero may like a masculine or like a man's boots but may heels.
Oo nga. Talagang gawin na idea na talagang non-gender exclusive to the non-binary person kasi talaga pwede silang express themselves however. And I think like when you do it, you have to do it where it's very specific or even very precise. So we're seeing what the actuality of what she's trying to say. But overall, I love her, but unfortunately, I don't love this look. And I'm gonna give this a Lagapak. What are you giving this?
I'm gonna give this a Lagapak as well.
Okay.
I love you, OV.
Up next, we have Miss Jade Suh. And her inspiration is, she was explaining it, she said that she was often forced to wear men's clothing when she was really wanting to wear women's clothing because that's what she is. And it happened at her prom where she was forced to stay outside kasi she was wearing a dress instead of a suit, but she stayed there to protest. And this is sort of like an homage to that experience, to take that experience back and own it. So, what do you think of this outfit from Miss Jade Suh?
I love this look. The concept and the execution is clear. You know, parang kahit hindi niya sabihin yung backstory nung look niya, you can see two different look na isang masculine inspired na coat tuxedo but also on a dress form. Tapos yung kabilang side naman is a white, you know, young dress na makikita mo. I can just see Jade Suh walking down the runway looking so beautiful. And what I mean is like, ito yung pinaka nakita kong si Jade Suh na sobrang ganda niya. Kasi parang very close to her heart yung message nung look niya. Kaya parang kitang-kita mo sa mata niya na this is super special for her.
Oo nga.
Every stump ng runway niya, she's so proud of her look. And two different look na strong together. So I love this runway. I remember myself watching this last night. I was crying. For this story, and to see this on the runway, it's so beautiful.
Even without the message, nakikita mo talaga yung point of view ng outfit. Nakikita mo masculine, feminine. Pero further than that, ginagawa niya yung category sa runway. Pero for me, ang lakas ng fashion point of view. Meron pa din siyang fashion, meron pa din siyang style, meron pa din siyang dimension. So, hindi siya literal, di ba? Sinasabi natin, ang daming literal. Ito, dapat daw suit siya, di ba? Yung blazer tsaka yung pantalon. Hindi niya yung ginawa. Pero what she did was she took the fabrication ng suiting, tapos she created this, which is pretty. Tapos nag-turn around siya. It's so feminine and so dainty. There's ruffles, there's rhinestones, there's a necklace. And it's just so well done. Napaka talaga so strong. It was like one of my favorites.
Tapos yung look niya rin, yung isang side was very drag and elevated. And then the other side was like the younger her. Na naka-check eye lang, small lips, not too drag. So parang two sides talaga. Yung face niya has two sides and her body has two sides to it.
Oo
so
nga.
very, very on point lahat ng intention dito.
For me, I'm gonna give this look a Pakak because it deserves it. What about you?
Yes, I'm gonna give it a Pakak. 3 Pakaks.
Yeah. Ang daming cocks. I mean, Pakaks.
Pakaks. Pakaks. Next up on the runway, we have the last but not the least, Bernie. She's giving us a queen and king of spades.
I love Bernie, so I'm not trying to be biased, but this look is very well done. I love the way that she styled it. I love the fabrications that she used on both ends. And I love the silhouette because it sort of matches the same silhouette on Queen and King. Like on the bottom, it's more volume on one side for the Queen, and then there's a volume. Like, you know, in the old days when they would wear like sort of like a skirt. Yeah. And if you look into this look, there's like pleating, there's rhinestones, there's sequins, there's like, you know, a dolman sleeve, like there's a cuff, and there's so many things. There's details. Ang gagaling ng mga details. Talagang she thought about how, kung paano niya i-execute itong kings and queens. Tapos she took it so much further, and she used really amazing fabrications, and I love it. It's so clean. It's so straight to the point of what the point of view was. It's very well done. It's very detailed, and every little detail of it is like really, really strong. I love this. What about you?
I love this as well. Like, if you can see, parang yung other side is a blonde-haired queen, and then the other side is a black. So may nakikita kang contrasts, diba? And then yung kabila is merong crown, and then the other side is wala. Pero yun nga lang, parang kasi king yung nakalagay dun sa kabila. So maybe
Palahas silang may crown, pero yung isa queen crown, tapos yung isa king crown.
King crown, yeah. But so parang nung bata pa siya is king na siya. Parang ganon?
Oo nga.
Pero medyo na-confused lang ako sa part na yun. If that's the young guy, it could have been maybe a jack.
Oh, sige, okay, yeah.
Medyo na-confused lang ako sa part na yun. But yeah, yung queen is like sequins, and then yung isa is a more like matte. Yung fabric na ginamit. So, I love this. This is one of the strongest look as well.
She has been really strong in everything that she's been presenting on the runway. I mean, I know drag is not cheap, but she really
super expensive.
Yeah, everything. Like, I'm sure things were very expensive, but what I'm saying is like, she said no budget. She said, Patrick Isorena, no budget.
I don't believe her, honestly. Because to create all of these looks from day one na nakita natin si Bernie, from that fringe look, from that alien look, grabe, parang hindi tayo tinitipid ni
Tsaka
Bernie.
yung rainbow ang galing.
Grabe. And all of the runway ni Bernie are super duper strong. Siya yung nagdadala dun sa damit niya. Hindi siya dinadala ng damit niya kahit na sobrang laki.
Agree ko doon. Oo, kasi ang daming volume, pero ang lit-lit niya, you know, tapos talagang like kinicarry na yung self niya within the outfit. So I think it's like really, really strong. So for me, give ko to ng Pakak. Ikaw.
Yes. I'm gonna give it a Pakak. I love Bernie.
So, unfortunately, that is the end of the runway. We are down to 6 queens. And then next week is only going to be 4 queens. We already know the top 4 are. It's going to be Arizona Brandy. And then we have Miss Jade Suh. We have Captivating Cat Cat. And finally, we have Bernie. So, out of those 4, I love them all. I love them all. But I'm rooting for Bernie. That's who I'm rooting for.
I'm rooting for Bernie as well.
Yeah. I think any one of them can take the crown, and I think every single one of them is so special, so talented, so amazing. But, you know, as an audience, kung ikaw laging fan ng Drag Race, tapos, you know, you're watching it, lagi kang merong isang favorite towards closer sa ending, di ba? So talagang na-capture yung puso ko ni Bernie.
Ako din, kay Bernie ako parang in all of my interviews, parang kay Bernie yung pinaka-clear yung intention kung bakit siya sumali ng Drag Race. Right from the start, she wanted to do this for herself and her family. Tapos gusto niya pa ipagamot yung mata niya. So parang, di ba parang, it's so good to know na makamit ni Bernie yung pangarap niya kasi sobrang laki ng cost na dahilan kung bakit niya ito ginagawa.
Before we end, I always ask my guests to help me pick the top pakak of the week. So essentially, ang sinasabi namin, pak na pak, top pakak look of the week. Sino sa'yo?
Pakak, top pakak?
Pakak na top pakak. Sino sa'yo?
Ang pakak na pakak, top pakak for me is Bernie!
Okay, yeah, she looks incredible. Pero for me,
for you.
Actually, for me, I love Bernie too. But I think for me, the fashion point of view, the inspiration, the message. For me, it's Miss Jade Suh. Yeah, siya yung paborito ko.
Oo nga, parang siguro, parang,
change mo mind mo.
I'm gonna change my mind. Parang gusto ko lang actually mas Jade, pero parang naalala, isip ko lang ngayon, siguro kung yung other side ni Bernie was like a blind king.
Edit out.
Edit out na lang. Pero siguro, no, parang ang lala nung storyline nun, girl.
So, for me, it's Miss Jade Suh. For you?
Wait, I'm gonna change my mind. I'm gonna go for Miss Jade Suh. Sorry, nakalimutan ko lang yung title.
Okay, that's okay. So, on top, pak na pak, look of the week is Miss Jade Suh.
Miss Jade Suh! Yay!
Okay, before we go, what did you think of that music video?
I like the song. I really love that song from RuPaul. The main event, I think it's such a very empowering song. And I feel a little bit of panghihinayang. Nag-regret ako na hindi ako nakaabot sa music video part during my season.
You're so close.
Yeah.
Napaka-close.
Sayang talaga. So parang watching these girls, the top 6 umabot dun sa music video, parang, oh my God, they're so lucky to do this. And I really, really feel happy for all of them. And medyo nakulangan lang ako dun sa, parang, it's all edited. Tapos yung dancing part.
Okay, so nihar nila si Nunoy Revlon sa Legendary Season 3 na mag-choreograph. Pero hindi ko nakita sa episode ano ang kinoreograph niya.
Parang yung dulo lang yung kinoreograph niya. Yung end part, yung nasa stage sila nagda-duck walk and some posing, voguing. I didn't see...
Okay. Kasi diba sa like, sa for example, sa US like Drag Race, kapag nanonood ka, nakikita mo yung choreographer talagang like 1, 2, 3, 4, step like this, do this. Hindi ko yun nakita kay Nunoy. So I was like, that's a missed opportunity kasi ang galing niya magsayaw. Yeah. So gusto ko sana siyang talagang binibigyan ng direction para sa queens.
Parang it's more like, okay, mag-emote ka dito, mag-emote. It's more like direction.
It's like emote, yeah.
Than like, okay, this is a choreography, you have to do this on this part. It's more like aura-aura, you know, parang kanya-kanyang emote. Papansin lang kayo sa camera, pagandahan lang tayo. And then kami nang bahala mag-edit out to make it more beautiful and colorful and work for your act.
Yeah.
So parang,
ako talagang na-captivated ako kay captivating Kat. Kasi ang ganda ng ano niya, yung husay yung outfit niya, yung look niya, yung puti. Tapos si Ovi, yung ano niya, napaka-dramatic,
Yeah.
ang laki ng, you know, like talagang black and white, talagang yung fashion point of view talagang napaka-strong. Tapos si Hana Beshi, very regal, merong like mga puffy sleeves ganito. So, tapos si Miss Jade So, I can't take my eyes off of her.
right. Si Bernie din. Napakaganda ng mga emote ni Bernie. Lalo
Oo
na sa
nga.
wrecking ball siya.
Oo, ang galing niya mag-perform, 'di ba? Yung top 2
Yeah.
the other day
Yeah.
for the other weeks.
Yung
Ang galing
power.
niya mag-emote ng oo nga, talaga ang daming power. Like, I wanna see her live kasi napaka-enjoy talaga
Yeah.
seeing her. Tapos si Arizona Brandy, you know yung brand niya, alak-alak, lasing-lasing.
Yeah.
Hindi ko siya bet sa music video, pero okay lang.
Parang ano lang, parang we've seen so much of that already. Parang siguro if we see another side of Arizona Brandy.
It was a little bit, oo nga.
Kind of more like...
Yeah, kasi it was a little bit messy, di ba?
But I think yun naman yata yung hinahanap sa kanila because of the direction niya. So parang stick to your
Okay.
brand, what you really want to offer on this music video. And yun naman yung nakita natin, yung pagka-campy ni Hanabeshi, yung pagka-spooky, edgy ni ni Ovikon,
Ovi.
yung pagka-aesthetic top brats Zalification ni Jade. So, actually, nakita natin yung lahat.
Oo.
Pero nung nagsabay-sabay na silang
Oo.
sumayaw, parang, sayang naman. Parang,
Oo
I wish
nga.
mas natutukan yung part na yun kasi yun na yung live performance nila in front of the judges. Diba?
Yeah. Alright, well, maraming salamat to my very special guest, the brand herself, the superstar, all the way from season 1 of Drag Race Pilipinas. She is Brigiding!
Thank you so much, Ongina, for having me today. I really enjoyed our time. For the
Salamat.
first time, di ba, nakapag-pakak at dapat
Oo
at
nga.
nagapakak ako sa'yo.
Okay, uwi na ako kasi 'di ba ako ang 4th member ng Divine Divas.
Yeah! Sige, pag-usapan namin kasi medyo naiinip na rin si Gigi Ere. She's also trying to be part of the Divine Divas. It's been a year since season 1. Hindi pa rin namin siya napagbibigyan kasi pinag-iisipan talaga namin eh. Medyo marami pang kakainin
Okay,
because to si Gigi Era.
Pero okay lang siya mag-join para bigyan natin ng mga buhok.
Para bibigyan tayo ng buhok. Para may taga-buhok tayo. Hairstylist na lang natin
libreng
siya.
buhok. Oo, sige. Well, maraming salamat, Brigiding.
Thank
You're
you,
so
thank
beautiful, truly. I love watching you become the star that you are in all of your endeavors. So please make sure you follow her. All of her links will be below. And make sure you tune in on her new show on YouTube, The Brand.
Thank you so much. Maraming salamat. Please keep supporting Ongina as well. Thank you everyone for watching. Maraming salamat.
Bye!
Bye!